Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're back quickly with another matchup for you. Danglers versus Globochem is going to be the match we're going to be bringing you now. And with the changing of the teams, we've brought a changing of the casters, the co-casters specifically. Sleepy with 2-3s. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. Not Nightfire. Noman. Your names both start with an N, though.
Yes.
Sorry, I was just pinning down some last-minute lobby info for you, good sir, and sending that over. But I'm doing well. Thank you so much for having me, and I am super excited for this matchup. And I almost started my intro with you in Spanish because that's what I did earlier for the two Spanish teams that duked it out earlier here on the channel.
Yeah, no Spanish teams here. Just some good old American and Canadian teams that we're going to be bringing for the folks. But Sleepy, do we have those bands dialed in yet?
Yes, we do, and I just sent them to you in completion, as well as lobby host and password. So we're all set. Both teams have given us all the info we need.
Fantastic. So the ban coming out from the Dangler side is going to be Downfall. It's the second Downfall ban of the day. And we've got Globochem banning Suburbia. That is going to be their ban. Either of those bans surprise you in any way?
The Suburbia ban from Globochem surprises me, actually. I've always felt like they were a stronger team on it than Danglers, but maybe they're concerned about it with all these new grenade things that are going on. You know, kills galore with grenades, even at quite some range or behind cover in some cases. So team's a little leery of that, and I think Globochem's just aware that Danglers possess the capability to put nades on target, and if it's anywhere near close with the current nades right now, it's probably going to kill or down. So I think that might be why, because normally I'd say Globo would take it on any given day on Suburbia, but I don't know. I haven't seen the two play. Maybe they scrimmed lately, and Globo's been getting their butts handed to them by Danglers. But that one confuses me. The downfall one from Danglers against Globochem, not so much.
I would tend to agree. I would tend to agree with that. Yeah, so we are going to be seeing the new map, or the map pick is going to be between these two teams in just a moment. But while we wait for the lobby to come up, look at the match page to let you folks know who is playing on the team. So this is a master level matchup today. I believe it is rank 1 and rank 4 are playing right now. So on the Dangler side, you've got Expediter, Llewellyn, Executioner, Nintendo, Riboman, Kitten Mittens, Plenus, and Stempinub. And on the Globochem side, you've got Thunderpilot, Auto, Pants, Raffaello, Toast, Arsenic, Mixologist, and Norseman. So, pretty solid lineups, ones we have been very aware of last couple of seasons. Not too many shakeups. Kitten Mittens really the only new addition out of all of those recently, if I'm not mistaken, right? I believe that is the case. But the new map, or the map choice is in. So we will be getting into... We'll be getting into our first map here very, very quickly as the teams file in. But that first map is going to be Bazaar. It's going to be Bazaar. Bazaar, Bazaar, Bazaar. Very exciting stuff. Just finished a cast on Bazaar, so...
It's a lot of Bazaar back-to-back, huh?
Yeah, it's going to be some back-to-back-to-back Bazaar action. I'm excited for that.
Back-to-back Bazaar action.
Yes, indeed. I mean, I'm looking forward to this. This is obviously Dangler's pick. This is a pretty common pick for them. A very strong team on Bazaar. I mean, Sleepy, you are the resident Dangler, so you tell the folks at home what you expect to see here.
Well, you know, I gotta be honest, it's gonna be hard to tell, and simply because Danglers are up against Globochem, and that is quite an impressive opponent, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like, you know, they're going up against a week 2 team who's never really seen any action, who doesn't really know the maps. You know, they're not gonna just walk through this, so if they do win, they're gonna have to earn it, and I think they're gonna go in with that mindset, and hopefully it's not gonna get into their heads per se, or where they start playing unlike themselves and start making decisions more cautiously, which could end up putting them exposed. However, at the same time, they need to try and be themselves, because being themselves works a lot of the time. Being that goofy, unpredictable, super fast, hella aggressive team 9 times out of 10 works more often than it doesn't. And I think when they get into these matchups against teams like SMC and like Globochem, they start to get into their own heads. They start to play a little more sloppy than what I'm used to and what could be. But if they play on top of their game tonight, we could see a possible upset here, but Globochem is not going to make it easy for them.
No, definitely not. There is no easy match and no easy map against Globochem. And I mean, I feel like Danglers and Globo have had like a sordid history of Bazaar. I mean, there's been some real close calls for Danglers almost winning quite a few matchups versus Globochem in, I want to say it was the semifinals a couple seasons ago, and I know there was some play in the VRL as well. I mean, I'm excited for this map. I really am. This is going to be some top-tier play from 2 top-tier teams. And boy, am I happy that my replay buffer works, because I have a feeling we're going to be seeing some good stuff, and we're going to want to see it more than one time. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to get excited for that. Ooh. Interesting. Looking like somebody's stealing a car outside of my house. Apologies for that, folks. At least it's not coming through too hot on the mic. I think we're good there, but we are waiting on just one more member of Danglers to ready up, and the match will kick off here pretty soon. I hesitate to ask for predictions, Sleepy, but if I'm going to keep things exciting, I'm going to need you to tell me what you think is going to happen here on this map.
Um, It's either going to be a 4-2 or a 4-3, and honestly, I can't tell you who's going to be the winner in those situations. And I couldn't tell you the winner of this series if you pried it out of me. I mean, if there wasn't a gun to my head, Danglers, because of course, you know, it's
Sure.
my alma mater of sorts, right? But you know, I never discount Globochem when they're in a matchup against anyone. I think there are quite a few teams that can take them down. I think Danglers are one of them, but I don't know. Globochem, they're so tough, man. They really are.
Yeah, really. We could spend a whole cast talking about Globochem and their performances in general, but we don't have time to do that because round 1 is getting underway.
Yes, it is.
Globochem on the defense.
Stumpy's chasing Riboman around in the spawn with his pistol.
Classic Danglers play. We'll see
Yeah.
what kind of defense Globochem decides to set up here as Danglers get the long spawn. Not the quick spawn for this OBJ. Auto rushing quickly up into these courtyard buildings, and defense is set up. A little bit of call outs there from Auto saying, I don't see him. They're not here yet. And he is right. The Danglers taking a slightly longer approach to this objective.
Yeah, absolutely. Nintendo here in the middle street watching that east cross for Globochem to see if anyone tries to go down toward the southeast and stop Stumpy Nub and the team. Nintendo thinks he sees something, takes a few shots, but nothing actually there. Thunder Pilot nearby, right near where the Mexican Liberation flag smokes are from Globochem. He is right there, but not exposed to anyone, so Stumpy Nub will probably be the first one to see him if he doesn't stay tucked in.
Yeah, they still got a ways to go. Globo's staying pretty tucked in on this OBJ.
Oh, yeah.
They've committed 2 to the north, and surprisingly, we're not seeing anybody come through the north. Usually, at least one member will opt to make that long push, but Dangler's going for the slightly shorter approach as they push out. Stumpy throws a nade a little too short, but definitely would have been dangerous. The Thunder Pilot headed across that threshold.
Man. Had it gone over that wall, it probably would have taken Thunder Pilot down. I almost want to say regardless of where he is in that courtyard. You know what I mean? Like from some of the grenades I've seen both today and from the other day, I believe Thunder Pilot even in that shack would die.
Yeah, that is very true. The new ricochet mechanic adding quite a bit of randomness to the grenades, and
it's brutal is what it is.
It is a little intense, but still waiting on. So this is very much not the Danglers I expect to see on Bazaar, but nonetheless, I mean, they're still all up. There's 2 minutes left.
2 minutes. There's 3 minutes and
sorry,
40
2 minutes down. 2 minutes down. You know what? I just got off a case.
It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. You literally just finished this cast. I'm gonna let it go.
Everything is nonsense. Although I do think I fixed the war room. So, while I was bored waiting, I pretty sure I fixed the war room assets. So they should be stuck on at all times. Nade there from Auto almost
takes down Max. Yeah.
Almost takes down Max. Not quite far enough. Could have been Stumpy as well caught in that insane splash damage. Now we're starting to see a bit more of the setup here.
Kitman is working his way in, and with the lapse in viewership on this side, he could really sneak in. Danglers better be more aware of their time, though. Time is ticking away. They're coming up on 2.5 minutes left. Still plenty of time. Thunder Pilot will find Executioner on the push, but that's going to give Stumpy Nub all the information he needs. Stumpy Nub looking for it. He's not going to be able to keep Thunder from getting the kill, but the frag will come out, and unfortunately, the frag will also take down Stumpy Nub. That's the kind of grenades that you get here in Season 8, Week 4, folks. Even on the other side of a pretty tall wall, you're going to catch some flag.
Yeah, definitely no safe spot for that. Now just Rybo, Kitten, and Nintendo up as they make their push through the courtyard here. Arsenic will be the first one looking for Kitten on this corner as he crawls around. Laser sweeps there just on the other side of each other. Will Kitten be ready for this committed angle? He does spot the foot of Arsenic. He tucks in a little bit, but it's not enough, and Kitten's going to find himself that kill.
-1.
Toast just missing his push in.
Yeah, he did. I thought Ryboman was going to stay where he was, and he was going to get caught out by Toast rotation as well, but he does not. If Kitten Mittens turns this corner and finds Mix, there could be a cap on tap here. Oh, uh-oh, Kitten, don't get too aggressive. Otto's moving around quite a lot. It's teasing Kitten Mittens right now. Well, Kitten's right there. I think Mix can see him. Possibly no. Kitten's going to see it. Mix won't get to bop around the corner fast enough. And now here comes the strike. Kitten Mittens moving in on the objective. Oh, but Mix, he's going to see him. Will Kitten Mittens get his weapon out in time? Ryboman will find Mixologist instead, though. Toast finds a refrag on Ryboman. Toast will also find Kitten Mittens on the objective. It's all up to Nintendo now. Nintendo versus Toast. Toast is going to get the backside. Nintendo's not going to hear it.
There
Toast.
it is.
Wow.
MVP
really
of
came
that round.
Whew.
Definitely a great play there by Toast. Picking up 3 real quick. Let's let's take the folks to a quick replay. Now that we got the replays back, you know I got to play them. So here's Toast on that final rush to pick up Nintendo. Just catches the back of him. Nintendo in the smoke, not able to hear or duck the corner fast enough. If we take a look at that nade earlier from, was that Rybo, I believe. Nice little toss. Does find Thunder, but also will drop Stumpy. Now, did they get the res on Stumpy there? I don't.
No.
Yeah.
No. Confused. I don't understand why they didn't go for it. I think they were worried that if Rybo crossed the street, he'd be a dead man. But honestly, he could have gotten it safely. But of course, they won't know that realistically until they go back and watch this tape. So.
Yeah, that is very true. A tough call to make, especially when time is ticking down like that. They only had about 2 minutes left to make that push, and it was getting real tight by the end of that series. So, no real surprise there.
No.
Yeah, we are going to be getting into our second round here soon. We want to thank everybody for either tuning in just now or staying tuned in. We do appreciate it.
Yes, we do. A lot of Onward action today. Sundays have been a good day for Onward lately.
Absolutely. Lots of good games scheduled right around the same time. It's easy to plan.
Yeah.
Good
Oh,
stuff.
yeah. We are down a few people this weekend, but I was happy that we were able to maintain some coverage here for the folks.
Indeed we are, and now Danglers are going to be on the defensive as we're into round 2.
Yep, and the spawns will mirror as well. Globochem will get that long spawn down in the south.
Do indeed. We will see what their approach looks like. Looking pretty different from the Danglers' approach as they opt to push for the northwest.
Yeah, much more north-centric push. I think in that last round, Globochem was waiting for Danglers to make more of a northern push, kind of like we were, you know, from past Danglers experience and both watching, playing, and casting. And I think that's what caught Globochem off guard there a little bit and why Danglers had them a bit on the ropes for a moment. But this one, their push is way more north focused. I think they realize the true benefit of being able to lock down this entire Bazaar Plaza and building and be able to utilize all of those lanes of entry into that eastern courtyard.
Yeah, Danglers really opting to do the opposite of what Globochem had done. They're opting to stay relatively tucked in on the east and look for anybody coming through on that eastern street. So kind of a
funny.
Yeah,
Their
just
offenses and defenses are both like 180 from each other.
Yeah, they've definitely flipped here in the end, but the pacing has not flipped as Globochem takes their time as well in getting set up on these positions. You know, and while they get set up, I want to make a comment on this because being from a faster team, I have noticed that the meta is really starting to shift into a slower play like this, into being a little bit more methodical. I don't know if it's lighting changes or changes to maps, but I find a lot of the more fast-paced teams are starting to slow up a little bit. I don't know if it's just other teams are figuring out counters for that kind of play or what, but I know Blaze has suffered a little bit in terms of speed changes.
Yeah, I think the Danglers have had that too. They not always. I think they face it the most when they play teams like Globochem and teams at the top of the leaderboard, because again, they even subconsciously get in their own head about it.
Yeah.
And then they play differently. They get a little nervous. Maybe they peak an angle excessively because they're looking for that frag. They want to get that frag to help secure the round for the team. But yeah, I mean, so they definitely slow up when they play teams like this, especially on maps like this where the methodical approach could actually benefit you a little bit better. But no, I agree with you. I've seen and think the meta has been going more towards a slow pacing. Nintendo and Mixologist will start things off for us. A quick and even trade, except Nintendo able to be revived. Riboman quick on the move to go get that up. Auto, unfortunately, not going to be able to revive Mixologist. He is down and out for the count. 4 members of Globochem piled up here in the courtyard now. Riboman goes down as Arsenic peeks the window on his rotation back from the revive.
Yeah, great little pick there by Arsenic. Some nades coming out, not really going to find any good avenues, and now we're starting to see some of the smokes come out as Toast pre-fires Nintendo's position. Now Arsenic's on the inside here.
Yeah, Nintendo got to be careful now. He's going to be attacked from multiple angles here very soon. He unpins a grenade. Here comes Arsenic. He and Nintendo will actually trade. Executioner there with the assist, and Nintendo will find both Thunder Pilot and Toast, with Executioner finding the confirmation onto Thunder Pilot. Auto now all by himself, a 1v3 versus the Danglers. 2 minutes, 20 seconds on the clock. He's going to have to come in from the north. He's going to be looking for Executioner first.
When he just misses him on that cross. Oh, Auto, I feel you, buddy. That SA-80 is jumpier than
yeah.
than you
it's
think
It's
sometimes.
a tough broad to tame, I'll tell you that. It is a wild stallion.
Wild stallions. All right, well,
that was the name of Bill and Ted's band. For those of you who don't understand that pop culture reference,
that's right.
And if you don't know who Bill and Ted are, then you can just get the fuck out.
No, please stay. Please.
No, yes, please. Please don't go anywhere.
Don't listen to Sleepy. Just stay.
In fact, invite your friends.
Yeah,
Call them over. No, don't call them over. Have them watch from their house.
Especially if they know who Bill and Ted are, though.
Yeah, definitely. If they know who Bill and Ted are.
Auto's got about 80 seconds left. He's got 3 still to go.
Seconds.
Yeah, I don't know where I started doing that, but now I'm just constantly.
It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's quicker than saying a minute and a half.
Yeah.
Or a minute and 25 seconds.
I think it's because it's what I type into my microwave instead of typing 130. I just type 90.
I got you. Yeah, in the seconds. Yeah, I got you. I feel you there.
I think it's a transplant from a different thing. But Auto's not. I mean, he's not gonna find Danglers just running around here. They've got the right setup for the defense. He needs to get a frag in, and he needs to try to hope for a down. I mean, right now, this is the time to be throwing frags. You know, if there's any week in Onward where you want to be really beaming those frags across the map, here it is. Auto's going to try his luck. He's got 20 seconds left.
That's going to be a good one.
Oh, I think that's good enough.
Yeah,
yes, and Executioner is down. The call-outs are coming in. He's going to have to... Stumpy's going to have to be pretty quick on this.
He's got 13 seconds.
Stumpy finds the angle on him through that window, and Auto is out. Okay, all right.
Wow.
Glad I caught that on audio. Jeez, Max. Okay, so that is a 1-to-1. Danglers able to hold that defense pretty solidly. I think Globo was a little bit, I don't know, off time, I think, on their push there. It's rare to see them flub an offensive push like that, but a few too many trades and smokes in not exactly perfect positions. Give Danglers that round, and we're already into a series here, folks. It's just map 1. You haven't missed a whole lot.
I told you, either 4-2 or 4-3 rounds, and I don't know who's going to win it. So take with that what you will. I can make up more sayings like that.
I think we're doing the exact same objectives from the last game, but in reverse order. Because we had Kayat and then East Hotel, and now we're back. Oh, actually, no, you know what? I think we did. No, we did West Market. So, okay, I did skip one, but thought we were just
all right, well, whenever you're done arguing with yourself.
Well, I wouldn't argue with myself so much if I wasn't such a friggin' idiot.
That's okay. I forgot what week in the season we were on in our cast earlier, so I can't blame you for those whoopsie moments.
Who can remember anything anymore? Who's got the time to remember stuff? All right, round 3 is underway. Now it is time for the Globochem defense on the Kayat objective. This one we were talking about with Todd in the earlier cast. Pretty challenging one for the defense. Tends to favor the offense a little bit, especially the Danglers offense. One objective I know they love to cap on.
Yeah, this one's either going to end really fast or end really... Okay, never mind. It's not. They were running like they were going to run the kind of Dangler assault on the objective, but they've dropped it back, and I think this could throw off Globochem. They're definitely not used to this pacing from Danglers on this map. I don't think anyone would be, honestly.
I'm definitely not. I mean, like, my camera keeps, like, moving, you know, with players. I'm like, oh, he stopped. Okay. All right. I guess Danglers stop here now.
Yeah, I know. I flew right by the team of 3 that came out of the spawn. I'm like, oh, okay, they're going right for this. And I was about to say this match is going to end really soon because either they're going to get a cap or they're all going to die very quickly, and then they just stop moving. So predictions are out the window. I mean, Rivalman had taken the helm of the Danglers this season, and honestly, from what I can tell, he's been doing a bang-up job. He's got the team scrimming a lot again. They seem very focused on the game. They're not too sour about the losses they've taken early on this season, which is good. It's good to see, and they seem to be working pretty cohesively. I mean, they're 1-1 here with Globochem. I mean, it's only round 3 and doesn't really say much, but you know, we'll see what happens. But I'm excited to see what happens to them this season as they start to settle in and really find their groove.
Indeed, it is still very early in the season. If you're taking a challenge every week from now on, you still have the opportunity to play almost 22 games before the end of the season. The regular season.
A lot of possible MMR, yeah.
A lot of MMR, so if you're on a team that's taken a few losses, do not get discouraged. There is plenty of time for comebacks. And always at the end of the season, there is the wild cards. If your team does not place in the top 7, you will have an opportunity no matter which standing you're in. So don't worry about that. Toast is going to be the first one that breaks the silence. Picks up Riboman on that cross to the west, and that is going to leave Danglers with 4.
Yeah, I'm not sure the west push is going to be very effective right now. Then again, I'm not seeing anywhere where they're positioned that's going to be super effective. Stumpy hasn't even crossed the street. I'm just baffled by this kind of play right now. I think he's looking for Toast in that old spot, but Toast is no longer there, and if he's not careful, Toast is going to catch him out as he angles out of this objective, or out of this building, not this objective.
Yeah, it could be really strange. It's a feeling not a lot of people will probably be familiar with, but to watch your team play in a way that you've never seen them play before is so weird. It's such a it's like if somebody's driving your car and you're in the passenger seat. Like, it's that same feeling of like, there's something wrong with this setup.
That feeling I really hate. Toast will find Stumpy Nub though, and that's a feeling I hate to see as well. Stumpy Nub, such a huge frag opportunist. They're not going to take any chances, but Nintendo is up here. He's right here in the mix. This whole push that went east actually is within striking distance now. If they can coordinate something, maybe get Arsenic out of there and coordinate a smoked strike that could come in simultaneously from north, south, and east and really hit this objective while Thunder Pilot and Toast are still off in the wings.
Yep, Nintendo now going to make his approach. I mean, Arsenic is going to be waiting.
Yeah.
No matter what. I think he heard him. I think Nintendo's opting to
so.
clear this, as I think he heard his footsteps there. See who wins this trade.
Will the IK betray Nintendo here? No, Nintendo finds Arsenic and Danglers find their footing here. Maybe not so much as Toast finds the head of Kitten Mittens. Now it's all down to two. Executioner and Nintendo are the only two left. But Mex is right here. Oh my goodness, could you imagine a ninja cap from right here? Well, not from right here, because obviously that would be some weird hacking situation. But I mean, in this scenario, 2v4.
Yeah, I think Otto's going to rotate out the backside. Might get caught. Nintendo does find Toast, and that's going to opt Mex to rotate into Kayat. Now Mick's going to be looking for him here. The shots ring out to try to grab Thunder Pilot as well. Do not land.
Yeah, Mix is just trained on that doorway. There's no way Mex is going to be able to go in that direction. And Otto's going to be watching the other way.
Shots ring out from Nintendo, and Toast Otto are going to trade out entirely, and Mix will be the one that finds Nintendo on the inside corner. Globochem will grab themselves the defensive round, and we're just trading defensive blow for blow.
Sure enough, I was still somewhat impressed with that little push from Danglers after they managed to kind of find a footing again there at the end. Nintendo with the super clutch shots against Toast. Executioner getting right up in there. Had Nintendo not been caught in that other trade by Mixologist, who really knows what could have happened there. That round could have actually ended up going to Danglers, but either way, some great play on both sides. Toast really taking it to him. He's 6-1 right now on the map. Just insanity. Not really insanity for him or for any singular member of Globochem, but he has definitely got the team on his back. He said, don't worry about this one, guys. Take it easy. I'll help us get to map 2. No worries.
Yeah, they have been playing strong, and Toast has been an MVP of quite a few casts in the last couple of weeks. He's been playing very, very well.
Oh, for sure.
All right, now it's going to be Dangler's turn at the Kayat objective. We will see what their defense looks like. See if we can continue this defense-centric victories that we've seen so far in map 1 here.
Yeah, it's straight cray up in this joint. I fired myself for that one. Don't worry.
Okay.
I just alt F4'd from life.
You could just go ahead and sign off early. I'll go ahead and finish this cast on my own.
Dialing up waypoint 0, heading home. Oscar Mike.
All right, Nintendo's going to be pushing out the furthest of the team so far, as he going to be the first one that will be dealing with a Globochem push on this west side as they send 3 up this lane. Otto going to be the first one to catch a round, and Nintendo will find one, but it'll drop right into Mix's bullets, and now got to be careful.
He's stuck in a corner, though, yeah.
He threw a frag out. Oh, and it's going to find him. Unbelievable. These frag grenades are just unbelievable. I can't.
Yeah.
Well, can somebody say that season 8 week 5 is just going to be like
week 4?
No, week 5 next week is going to be grenade central. It's going to be 10 players with 10 frags. It's just going to be nonstop whipping them across the map back and forth at each other.
Nuts. Players are going to have 0 attachments on their weapon to carry as many grenades as possible.
Ridiculous nades. I feel like of all the things in the game that deserved a buff, the frag grenade was not the one. That was not the
Well,
thing.
I do think there were some occasions with the old system where it was within a realistic distance to have downed someone, and it did not. So I do think it needed some tweaking, but I think a little too much tweaking went on.
I think, well, because that was like they added ricochet for that, which is what they needed to do.
Sure.
But it seems like what they ended up doing is increasing effective range because of the shrapnel effect that they've added.
Yeah, it does. I mean, that is what a frag is, a fragmentation grenade. It explodes into a bunch of fragmented pieces
Sure.
at high velocity. But, you know, no, you're right. The explosive diameter of the actual charge is quite small, in fact, in comparison. Toast picks up Stumping Up for the first response back after the two-man downing from Nintendo. It's a 3v3 once again, 3 minutes, 53 seconds. And the Danglers got a lot of time left to have to worry about this. Smokes are out, and honestly, Globochem are in a hell of a good position to be able to attack this objective with the time they have left. Arsenic, thank goodness he was around a corner, because he was a dead man if not.
Yeah, quite a few nades coming out onto OBJ. Arsenic right on the backside of Executioner. Mech's now going to be rotating as Toast pushes into
Ribo
objective. Ribo saw the push, and the trade will come out. No cap just yet, but Arsenic's on the inside as he finds Mech's trying to check the objective. Now the trade comes out on the backside, and Kitten Mittens the trade out with Arsenic, but it's not enough, and Globochem will pick up their first offensive win here in map 1.
That's it. They've broken the chain, but will Danglers be able to respond here? It's still possible. They've got an objective. If they play it the old Dangly way, they could tie it up here with a good cap. It'll be tough against Globochem. It's not going to be the team to make it easy for them. If not, it goes 4-2, and my predictions were correct.
That's true. That is true. We are getting into end of map territory, so Globochem just has to hold this defense, and so far they haven't lost a defensive round, so would technically be in their favor so far, but I don't know, Danglers have been putting up a pretty good showing so far. Just a couple of little mishaps here and there, but they've been trading down to 1 or 2 members on both sides for the most part.
Yeah, I'm totally satisfied with their play so far. I mean, yeah, they've slowed down a little bit, but I haven't been involved with their play, so you know, maybe that's what they're kind of changing up to. Maybe they are taking a more methodical approach. They've seen it work. They've seen G-Men take the knife and put it right at Globo's throat and almost finish them off at the VR League Season 3 finals in Leicester. I mean, they've seen other teams come very close to beating them, and then, you know, so maybe they've decided to start taking another approach, or maybe they decided against Globochem this style of play was better suited.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. You do need a good amount of patience to try to catch Globo making a mistake. Round 5 is now underway as Globo looks to close out map 1. And Danglers trying to hang on as they mount an offensive here. We're gonna get that west spawn. Wonder if we'll be seeing early smokes. So far, nothing as Auto gets set up. There they are. The smoke's now coming out. The pre-fire to keep Auto pinned in his window will be coming out as well. Shots ring out from Auto, but Ribo and Mex do make it across in the end. They're gonna have to deal with Toast at the very minimum, who is pushing through on this west side.
Max was trying to shoot Arsenic as he crossed the street there to get into that box position, but he was not able to connect, and he's made his way across the street. He sees Thunder now. Ooh, the grenade comes out. It might kill Thunder too. Mind. To get away, and Arsenic finds Stumpy as well.
Yeah, he is down at the scaffolding. He did make that corner, as he was talking earlier right at round start about trying to make the scaffolding position. He does indeed make it. Now Nintendo on the corner. Toast able to clean him up. And he is just absolutely dominating. Globochem now in a 5v2.
He's 10-2 on the map. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah, he has definitely been doing quite well. Arsenic getting the kill onto Ribo, leaving just Kitten Mittens to try to salvage this round for Danglers, but the deal is as good as done. I can see maybe 1 or 2 members of Globochem going down, but if Kitten Mittens pulls off a 5v1 clutch...
He's forever solidified his place on the roster if he does that. He'd be getting calls from everybody.
Absolutely. I mean, he's a great player, but...
Oh, yeah, absolutely. No, not taking that away from him as he is now, but if he 1v5s Globo, Danglers are going to have to look out for poachers because they'll be all over Kitty Mitties.
Now, Arsenic is set up to catch this cross. He's right on the corner there. You can spot him here if I zoom in.
Ooh, will Kitten see Arsenic, though? I don't think Arsenic happened to catch his push out to that concrete barrier.
He did not.
Ooh, Arsenic. He might catch Arsenic on a cross back over.
I don't see why he would want to cross back over.
Though.
Yeah, there's 4 on OBJ. He just stays there. Kitten's best approach is likely going to be through the west, but he's still got to deal with Toast on that dark little corridor angle.
The Terminator?
Yeah, the T-1000.
T-4000.
The Toast 1000. Shots ringing out. Arsenic makes the peek. He spots Kitten. The shots don't land, though. That call-out's going to come out. Kitten's clear. Start making his push to the west, but now Toast is looking for him. He's on this angle.
Oh, yeah. As soon as he moves, he's dead. Toast will see him. Here it comes now. Oh, maybe not. A little bit of rotation. You got to be quicker than that. Here comes Arsenic on the backside, though.
Oh, and a nade from Toast
right
is what's
in
going to do it.
Face.
Oh, boy. Globochem sealing the deal there. A nice little nade from Toast.
And my predictions were completely wrong. It's 4-1.
They didn't. They won't even budge enough to make you right. They will always say nay to Sleepy. All right, let's jump back to the war room so we can talk about our second map. Map 1 was bizarre. Map 2 is going to be...
shouldn't be this. Not according to the bands I got.
Yep. That is correct. I even highlighted it, and then I was like, oh, wrong highlight. Okay, it is not Downfall. Downfall, as you can see on our now fully working war room, hooray for me. Downfall and Suburbia are the bands, so Downfall cannot be the map they are going to. There will be a rehost of the lobby on the correct map. And as we wait for that lobby to come up, I do want to thank everybody for tuning in today. We do appreciate you guys hanging out with us on this Sunday. It's been 2.5 hours of casting so far, and probably another hour and a half, or hour to an hour and a half to go. So thank you guys for tuning in. We do appreciate that. All the clips and bits and chat and all that good stuff. We do love that. So thank you again. And now we do have our second map. Our second map choice is going to be Quarantine.
Not too surprised here, really.
Nope, definitely not a shocking map pick. We'll make sure that that's all set correctly. Indeed it is. And Quarantine will be map 2. It's Quarantine 1. No night maps for either of these teams. Actually, no night maps at all this weekend.
Not that I'm aware of. We thought we were going to have one yesterday when we were initially loaded into, what was that, Downfall Dark?
Yeah, Downfall 2, yeah. Yeah, that was a potential, but...
and then it disappeared.
Yeah. Well, they had asked if it was okay, or if it was League, and then I let them know it was only if both teams agreed, so maybe both teams did not agree. Which is not surprising. I think Downfall 2 is... I don't know. It's really not a map built for night play so much.
You're not built for night play.
I beg to differ.
Are you a cat?
I am.
Night vision?
I am I'm built for all kinds of play, not just night. I'm built for day play, dusk play, dawn play. As long as it involves VR, I'm down to play whenever.
Oh, yeah. You hear that, ladies and gentlemen? He is down to play.
DTP. That's what they say.
DTP. He is DTP. Call Noman for a good time.
Call me on my Discord.
You can call me on my Discord. Late night when you need that round.
This is what happens when you don't start your rounds quickly, by the way. You just get whatever nonsense Sleepy and I can come up with.
And it's often quite terrible, so you're making your own VODs terrible.
Yes, yes, yes. All right, while the teams wait, I'm just going to go back real quick. I'm just going to play a quick replay. I'm really loving these replays. Let's go to the one with the nasty little nade here from Nintendo on the mixologist. Boom! And it's going to find that, long range through a box. Toast is going to find that refrag in the end, but intense nade on the last. Take a look at Toast clutch from Bazaar as he picked up 2 and then rushed around the backside of Nintendo here as he got into the smoke to save that round. Going back a little bit further, Rybo's fantastic nade to down Thunderpod, just unfortunate collateral damage as that it picked up Stumpy as well. So that is what you've missed, but you're not going to miss that much more because round 1 of map 2 is starting right meow.
Meow.
Right meow.
Yeah, I'll be upstairs.
Saying that in honor of
just
Kate.
hate sidearms, don't they?
Yeah, they do tend to throw them all away. Well, the spawn should be given away, as I think those shots were coming out from the Globochem side a little bit early.
Yep.
And they're basically just preventing the cross on the south. So Danglers stuck inside of the objective area and the north. They are opting to go 2 in the hotel and 3 in this position right on East HQ. Stumpy setting up a nice little C4 here. Let's get real close on that C4. There it is. You can see it's online. Ready to go.
C4 activated.
Thunder just sending rounds down just to let the defense know I'm here. I'm watching you.
You can't go nowhere.
Good way not to waste ammo and still make your point, you know?
Hollow point, that is.
Oh,
Heyo.
got him. All right, Toast gonna be the closest one as he pushes up to the center. He's not really gonna be challenged at all until he gets to east side of center glass here.
Thing is, no one's gonna have seen autos cross south. He's gonna get quite a ways up before anyone starts to pick him off, and he might actually spot out their backside defender, and it looks like he did. Yeah, it looks like he might see Kit Mittens.
Oh, he was looking for him, but he is.
Oh, he sees him.
He's tucked in pretty good back there.
Yeah, he's tough. He's tough to get to, that's for sure. But
Oh, no call out coming out from him though. I would expect to hear that as a call out had he spotted him. So maybe it was just an unconfirmed sighting.
well, Globochem's. Oh, and here comes the drone. Oh, they found Kitten Mittens. He's compromised. The drone is too, and the drone is dead with like some quick shots from Stumpy Nub. That guy is such a quick snapshot, man, I tell you.
Yeah, definitely dangerous in this game.
I gotta say, I'm impressed with Globochem. They've made great timing for the map. They've got 3.5 minutes left. They are within striking distance in most points. The far southeast or southwest attacker, that's Thunder Pilot, the one who's been peppering South Street forever, is the only one that's really back too far. But otherwise, the rest of the team is up and into position. I think now they're just literally waiting on him and maybe Otto to make a further push. Arsenic will find Executioner though with a headshot into the hotel, and Stumpy Nub will return the favor and down Arsenic. He will be revivable, however.
A tough angle to find. Nintendo is going to be the one that gets that confirmed, and now Toast has eyes on East HQ as he looks for Ryboman's head, peeking up over a little bit. Picking a nade. We'll see if this finds
That's good.
Stumpy. It is good. The airburst will take him out completely. Now he's going to rotate around. Danglers down to just 3. Globochem working with 4, only losing Arsenic in the north there, but a big loss for a long-range map like this.
Yeah, for sure. A grenade comes out from Riboman trying to keep Toast back, I would assume. Nintendo and Mixologist, though, will trade out of the hotel. And that'll basically shut down the north. There's no one really left to revive Mixologist right now. I don't see them rotating their 2 guys, their 3 guys from the south all the way north to get the res, but I don't know. We do see Toast in motion now going north. I think they're going to play it with 3, though.
Yeah, it would definitely be a mistake as Kitten Mitten's now sort of rotating to look that way, but it doesn't matter because Otto's going to find him as he rotates through the South Hills.
Southeast.
The callout's coming out, but it's just 1 Dangler left as Otto confirms Kitten Mittens, and now Rybo, the last one on the OBJ, has to deal with 3 members of Globochem. And just popping out to take those shots. He's under fire already. Smoke now coming out. I mean, he is just getting circled now. Otto sees him, takes some shots out towards, and he does find the connect as Rybo goes down on OBJ, and Globochem find another round.
That they do. That they do. And it was looking pretty solid there at first. I thought when that initial kill trade in the north between Mex and Nintendo, or not Mex and Nintendo, Mex and Arsenic happened, that would be the start of Globochem's attack falling apart. But no, they in fact turned it around quite significantly. Came in and turned it into a 3-on-1 at the end, and Riboman, he just couldn't defend all those angles at once. I mean, I went quiet there because I'm like, he could get capped on. This could happen right here because they've got him pulled in 3 different directions and they've all got accurate fire on him, but no one's hitting him. I'm like, someone's going for the cap. Nobody's hitting him. This is weird.
Yeah, it was I think they wanted, they're sort of like assessing whether or not they should cap. But in the end, it's a pretty difficult thing to do when you've got 1 defender left, especially if you know he's somewhere near the OBJ. It would take quite a bit of work to try to sneak up on him. If you're just tuning in, folks, you missed Bazaar. Globochem did end up taking that 4-1 away from Danglers.
Mm-hmm.
But Danglers putting up a pretty solid fight early. They just kind of lost a little bit of the wind in their sails towards the end of the map, and now Globochem's starting.
Toast also came alive.
Oh, absolutely.
No,
no question about that, but there's no faster way to lose wind in your sails than somebody shooting holes in your boat. So
yeah,
that is what Toast was doing.
Toast came by with a freaking 50 cal on a speedboat and just went chook, 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 and the Dangler's boat just went blurble, 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 sink.
It was a good series so far, though. Danglers getting that mirror spawn. They're going to set up 1 to watch the cross south as well. We'll see what their push looks like.
He's knocked out the angle he thinks he's got, though, if this laser is accurate.
Who knows if that laser is accurate. Toast makes it early into the tank courtyard. And now Stumpy with the nades, gonna toss it up and over. Toast has to rotate out, but it's not fast enough as Stumpy does find Toast. Mex with the confirm.
Wow, now here's the Danglers we know. A lot of aggression here. Stumpy about to run right through Thunderpilot or Mixologist's line of fire on the objective, but he's looking for that south defender.
Yeah, and they need to find the one that crossed to the south. It's such a difficult cross to make if you've got enemies on both sides of the street. So they do need to find at least one. Nade comes out from Mex looking for Thunderpilot as well, but
Otto's got that cross angle, though. Mex is not going to be able to push here. If he does, he's dead. Unless Otto's looking away, but he's not. Otto misses the couple of shots.
Their courtyard on the objective, on the southern side of the fence. I made it to the east.
the call-outs there coming out. Pretty accurate. Relatively accurate for the team. They do not know about Mix's position, though, and that's the one they got to be worried about right now, as Stumpy is just a few feet short of his position, and the trade is going to come out. Mix and Stumpy take each other out of the game.
That headshot, though.
Yep, Thunderpilot looking now for Mex. Mex is in a tough spot. He's going to have a hard time getting out of there.
Yeah, he's between a rock and a hard place, literally. Nintendo and Arsenic trade. It's just trade town here. Nintendo, no, actually, sorry. Arsenic finds Nintendo as he finds Auto. The objective is pretty vulnerable now. Thunderpilot now rotating from his position, and Executioner will find him. The objective's open. Executioner could get in there. He could get this. Arsenic on a tear back towards the objective. Riboman not pushing up. He and Mex could really do some damage here. Mex wanting to make sure the down is had, and Arsenic's going in for the res, and it's going to even things back out. We're in a 2v2 here. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left still on the clock.
Yeah, plenty of time, but a quick 2v2 there. A nice set of kills by Arsenic setting up.
If they could have pushed that together, they could have closed the round. Even if they didn't get the cap, one of them would have been able to catch Arsenic out, and that would have been death. Now Arsenic's the one doing the killing, and it's all up to Riboman. It's a 1v1. Or 1v2, sorry.
1v2, yeah, that is correct. Still very much possible if Globochem gets antsy here on their rotations. Auto now on the outside. Ribo doesn't have his gun up. Arsenic confirms the kill. And now it's a flat 1v2.
Here comes the grenade from Riboman, but I think it's going to go too long. No, it's going to go right.
Oh, right past it.
Over. Oh, that's unfortunate.
That would have been quite a nade. Even an airburst there, probably.
Yeah, an airburst there would have been the way to do that one. Or it would have been the only way to do that with the distance it had on it. But, of course, Ribo doesn't know where it's actually going to go when he throws it. It's not like he gets a little arc on his screen like you get in 2D games, like, your grenade will land here.
Ooh, and he goes for the cross, but Auto sitting patiently waiting for that pick is going to get Globochem their second round here as they go on a tear. I think it's like, I want to say 5 unanswered points now.
Yes, because it was 1-1 when they started to open that up. So 3 points there, 2 points. Yeah, 5 unanswered points for Globochem so far.
Sleepy.exe has encountered an exception.
Hasn't encountered a full-on error. Must restart.
Okay. Yeah, so Globochem really finding their stride early in map 1 and keeping that movement there. But I mean, Danglers just, they keep making the dents. They just aren't closing out those rounds. Like you said, had they made that push across when there was that gap in the defense, very well could have been, you know, at the very least a win by kills, if not a cap.
I agree. Yep. But I mean, you know, they can't see what we can see, and of course I do try and remember that, but even still, I mean, with the way they were pushing that objective, it was the first time we'd seen that real forward, consistent aggression and movement, and then it kind of stopped right then and there, and that was the moment where it was most key, was to keep that momentum forward. And I know it's tough because if you don't know your kill counts, you really can't be sure to do it, but I mean, what do you got to lose? The way things happened, you know, Arsenic made it back to the objective. He was able to revive Auto, and then both of them get a kill. Arsenic kills Mex, and Auto kills Ribo.
Very true. But we will see what shakes out here in round 3 as Danglers look to defend the ambulance objective.
I look to see Arsenic sniping a couple of people here right at the start of the round, so I'm following him right now.
I would love to see that.
Oh.
Do make one across on the east, so Globochem not really going for those early picks.
No, I think they know Danglers are going to be looking for those early peaks, and they're not going to risk it so early. Auto does see whoever that is in the southwest. I think that's Stumpy going on a flank. Yeah, that's looking like old Stumpster.
Yeah, he is already through and almost to the East HQ. Yeah,
he's going to have a lot to deal with here in just a moment. However, as the 3 members of Globochem wrap around from the northeast. Auto, Thunder Pilot, and Arsenic. So a 3-man team that you really don't want to tangle with unless you got the jump on them. And Stumpy doesn't even really know exactly where they're coming from yet.
Yeah, they don't know his positioning yet, but Otto here
He saw
in
Otto.
danger.
Southeast side.
He definitely saw Otto.
And Otto saw him as the call-outs came out. Stumpy now rotating out of that position. Should be giving those call-outs.
Yeah, he's definitely got a hand on radio right now. Danglers are starting to look in that direction also. They got to be careful with Globochem now. They could be feigning a move right here. They could be wiggling their hand over here so they can slap you with the other hand, you know. Let's hope that that's not what's happening. But it looks like the Danglers are still pretty focused in the west as well, so not completely distracted by, you know, Stumpy's call-outs.
Indeed, those 4 players there, I was just gonna say, are about to get into some stuff as Nintendo finds Toast on his push out from that fuselage. Can't see that fuselage, but there it is. So he found that real tight angle underneath. And now Mix has caught wind of at least one. Stumpy taking some shots out in the east. Isn't gonna find any. He's gotta keep rotating here. Will Mix be able to find Nintendo? This would be a great pick for him.
It would be. He's got to be careful, though, because his shots are going to give his position away to Riboman, so he's going to have to figure out an interesting way to exfil without being exposed to that center burning building. So I'm sure Ribo will pop out of there like a jackrabbit. Sounds like Mix might have hurt him.
Somebody does find one on that long cross on the south as Arsenic tried to make it all the way down.
Mix in the door. He sees Nintendo first. Mix will find Mixologist, or I'm sorry, Mixologist will find Nintendo on the west. And now it's even right back out.
Ribo's looking for him. Otto got that quick refrag on Stumpy. So he is out, and it is a 3v3 here. Globochem continues to set up. Pretty much spread as wide as possible here. Otto looking to reconnect with Thunder Pilot in tank courtyard before making the push. Ribo taking some shots out towards Mix.
He's in the west twin still.
Not going to land. Mix has to rotate out here. He's gonna run into Executioner whether or not he wins this trade with Ribo. Ooh, and I can't fly out of this. There we go. Got it.
Oh, Kid Mittens is now definitely watching that South Street after that grenade came across from Otto. I don't know if Otto's gonna actually use that cross, but he's definitely gonna have a hard time doing it if he does choose to go that way. Riboman's gonna get shot by Thunder Pilot here soon. Thunder's angled on that position. You gotta be careful about that with Globochem. If you don't see your target again for a while, they're probably angling another person on you while that person stays hidden. So be aware of your other surroundings. And Riboman just completely missing the peak on the Mixologist's position. Just doesn't look far enough right. I don't know what happened. Smokes are going out in the south street in the east. They're going to be trying to get across over there. Riboman's got his focus there now. It's a minute 42 left. Things are coming down to the wire here. Will Globochem be able to get in?
They've still got a minute and a half, but they need to find at least one pick, and it's going to have to be Kitten Mittens. That is the weakest link here.
I feel like a grenade's going to come over the wall for Kitten Mittens.
Mix made it across the street here. Somehow Mex missed the shot. Mix rushed in the corner. He's going to trade out with Riboman. Ribo is down now. Otto and Kitten Mittens trading on OBJ, and now Mex is going to be forced to rotate. Otherwise, this is going to be a cap and a win for Globochem. They've got to be quick on this.
Oh, God. This is intense. Max will find and clutch the stop for Danglers as he stops Otto from the objective, and now he's going to have to be very, very careful. Thunder Pilot coming at him from behind. He doesn't even realize he's not even going to get the opportunity to see Thunder. Thunder's going to be able to get these shots off first, I think. Yep, there's the angle. Thunder Pilot finds him, and Globochem take their 3rd point here, unanswered on the map, and 6th unanswered in the series. Danglers just not able to find their stuff here on map 2.
No, definitely struggling to put things together. They look good for the first half of most of these rounds, and then on the back half, they fall apart a little bit. There's I don't know if it's a lapse in communication or just timing is not on their side today, but you are right. They are having a bit of a time And
I mean, the rounds are close, but they just cannot get those points, man. It looks like they're dropping one. Could be a possible rotation out on the roster. Let's see who we have to go out there. Ribo Man dropping out there.
Indeed, I will really quickly take the folks back over to a replay action. We've already seen that. We're gonna watch the one we were just looking at here. The nice little nade from Arsenic to pick up Kit Mittens in the tank courtyard there in round 2. Fantastic toss there. A series of trades to get Globo that round. And we'll take a look at this fantastic nade from Toast in round 1, air bursting on that perfect angle to pick up Stumpy. Great series of plays, lots of awesome grenade clips in there today. And if you're clipping stuff for us in the Twitch chat, just know that we love you more than we love the people who aren't clipping stuff in the Twitch chat. Because we use those for all kinds of things. We do appreciate it. We appreciate it.
You mean like Triple Nipple, who's sitting there in the chat talking about his game today that he played while he abandons us for all casting this weekend to go to some con?
Yeah.
Like, jeez, bro.
Yeah, it's too much. It's too much for me. It's, my delicate sensibilities, they just, they can't handle Trip's backstabbiness.
Hurts. I think my stitches just popped. Wound with his knife. Back.
Baby, come back.
Oh boy. Get your man back in here, Danglers. Let's get it going. Either come back or lose. Whatever you're gonna do. Let's do it now.
Now is the time.
Because right here is series point for you guys. Just
now
fly.
Is the winter of Danglers' discontent if they're not able to make a comeback here on this offensive round in map 2.
There's Ribo. He is back now. Things should be getting back underway here very, very shortly. We will have to see what the Danglers have in store for Globochem as they attempt to save their own butts here in the series. Can they cap it? Will they cap it? We don't know. But it's going to be unbelievable.
Utterly devastating.
Be utterly devastating, probably for Danglers, as they just haven't been able to secure a round here on quarantine.
See, if we can't have our real Buxton, we'll just have a bunch of fake Buxtons.
Yep.
And that's what he gets. That's
Yeah,
what he
we will-
gets for leaving us
We will bootleg his.
temporarily.
Really want to say. I really want to cuss.
Oh, we're getting a little bit of a visual glitch here as all my Marsog players have Volk helmets on. That's a fun.
Yay!
Actually, sorry. Wait. Globochem is on defense. Okay.
Correct.
So they have Volk helmets, but Marsoc everything
Uniforms.
else.
Gotcha. Yeah, I had that with Volk having Marsoc uniforms on.
Oh, I
yesterday.
imagine
Or
that's-
Marsoc having Volk uniform. Oh yeah, Stumpy Nub right now has a Volk
Yep.
uniform on
Yep.
my screen.
They're like snapping into like when I look at a player. Oh,
Yeah.
Rybo's getting away with it. Well, we gotta. It's dress as your opponent day here on the Globochem Danglers cast. It's an interesting strategy by Globochem to steal the clothes out of the Volk lockers or out of the Mursoc lockers. Otto's gonna be finding Stumpy though on a quick
He was
rush
looking
into the
for-
courtyard.
Stood out in the open while Arsenic shot. He was trying to find the angle on Arsenic, but didn't realize that he was being watched.
Oh, indeed, and now Ribo's in danger here because Toast is patrolling this west street, this lane 2 street. And he's gonna find one as Mex goes down on a quick push there in the west. And just like that, Dangler's operating with 3 minute and a half into the round.
Not too good. Kit Mittens, though, he will be able to pick up Arsenic, but he needs to back that butt up because he's getting shot at the same time. Dangler's in a 3v4. Riboman finds Toast after Toast can't land the shots, but here comes Mixologist from the gas station. He's going to pick up Riboman on the refrag. It's a 3v2.
Yep, now it's just up to the last two members of the Danglers here in the Northwest to try to salvage this round. We got plenty of time.
Oh, yeah.
We will see what kind of approach they do in there. Oh, Nintendo is walking really slowly.
I'm seeing that too. Maybe he's hit. He doesn't have a syringe.
That is very possible. I don't know where he would have caught a bullet from, but maybe some of Thunder Pilot's long-range shots there.
Jesus shot, Nintendo.
Says definitely a fun new bug we'll have to report, but half Volk, half Marsoc Danglers are now making their approach through the Northwest. Real slow. I don't think Nintendo has much of a choice at how slow he goes. Kitten Mittens. Inside of the body of one of his teammates. Well, I would have thought if he, would Kitten not throw a needle back towards him?
I have no idea, man. I do not know what's going on over
Oh,
there.
Nintendo's like, oh, it sounds like his whole client is lagging.
Fucked up. I'm going 1 frame a second.
Oh, yeah. Something, well, 1 frame a second there.
Seems to be a performance issue in general. Are the players of Globochem seeing the same issue? I don't see them moving quite that slow. No, Mix can move.
No. Yeah, Mix is moving. Thunder Pilot's moving. Fine. Everybody else seems to be. It seems to be an isolated incident just to Nintendo here.
Interesting. All right, Thunder Pilot now pushing his way across.
If he's getting 1 frame per second and he chooses to prone, he could crawl directly towards the objective from here forward and not get shot at and still never make it.
Yeah, Thunder Pilot now looking for.
Actually, you know what? It looks like his height's kind of. Wait, no, never mind.
Ooh, Thunder Pilot gives up on the angle just as Nintendo decides to cross the street at 0.5 miles per hour. Yeah, wow.
Speed racer.
This is definitely strange. It doesn't look like Kitten Mittens is having the same issue, so it does appear to be a client-side problem. But definitely an unfortunate problem to have when you're this close. And the pilot does manage to find Nintendo in the end, and now leaves it all up to Kitten, who does find the quick refrag. And now Mix is aware of his positioning here. Will he be able to spot him out?
Oh, he just barely doesn't check the angle far enough. He almost was able to see the tip of Mix's helmet.
Grenade coming out.
You know what? That grenade will probably still kill Mix.
Grenade coming out forces Mix to look away, but not for long enough. Kitten rushes out to try to make that cross, and Globochem cleans it up. 4-0 here on map 2, so they will be taking the map overall and the series overall with a 8-1 current score. And then the final map is about to be chosen, ladies and gentlemen.
Rounds are going to go very fast here, I have a feeling.
Oh, indeed they will. All right, it is not quarantine. It is...
Yep. Try again.
Tanker. It's going to be a fun tanker map.
Whoa.
Danglers opting into that choice. Not a surprising one either.
No, not surprised at all.
Take the folks on back to the scoreboard. So, Globochem showing strong today. Holding Danglers to just 1 round in the first 2 maps. But, and Dangler, again, the score does not do a good job of conveying some of these games. One of the reasons I do wish there was some player statistics that were preserved, because could really see how well a team did overall. Just, you know, by looking at kills and deaths and caps, you can kind of get a better sense of how the rounds went. But a great set of plays by Danglers, just not able to close out.
Nope.
Any
Lady
series.
Luck will be having the side of Globochem tonight as far as a lot of the trade situations and things that have happened, situations that have come up. Anglers just drawing the short stick, unfortunately, but otherwise been playing very solid. I'm not disappointed in their play at all. You know, I've made a couple of comments about things they should have done, but that's all mostly just because I'm watching it from above, you know?
Absolutely, both teams playing very well in
Piece
general.
using a silenced pistol.
Smoke's coming out towards the position of the Danglers, and a nice nade is going to catch two as Stumpy, Kit, and Mittens go down, and nades are going off all over the place. I can't
Yeah, I
even
don't
keep
even know
track
who's
of all
alive.
the downs. Good golly, Miss Molly, that was a lot of downs. Toast went
Everyone's
down
dead.
there. Nintendo was dropped on the bottom as Rybo goes for the res. He is denied, and Auto ducks out of bullets just in time. 2 reses will come out, 3 reses will come out, so the nades, in the end, not providing much more than just a bit of a delay for the Danglers approach. But now they are down to 3 as Thunder Pilot catches Rybo pushing through.
Jesus, Globochem just being relentless here, stumping up back to using his silenced pistol. Rifle on his back. He's cool though, it's fine.
Hey, sometimes you need to practice Thunder Pilot trading out with mechs. Nick's going to
They're
get
going,
that res.
2 people going for that res.
And there it is. Otto's going to be the one that finds the last kill onto Stumpy. As Globo continues their tear. Even on Dangler's map choice here. Take a quick look at that sweet nade.
Yeah, I don't know why the Danglers didn't see that coming, especially with the way grenades are behaving lately. A confined map like Cargo, where as long as it's close, it's already pretty much down. Now you add kind of the new dynamic of them. But with the placement as well, I'm kind of surprised it also wasn't an insta-kill on both of those. 'Cause it felt pretty close to them.
Yeah, the one in the replay we just watched, definitely closer than most of the other ones have been, but no insta there. I do have it on good authority that both teams have opted to not use the flash grenades in this series,
Yes,
which is why we have
that is
not
correct.
seen any flash grenades. There are some concerns with the length of time that the flash removes players from, you know, the ability to play, so not super surprising. Hopefully that will be resolved in a hot fix at some point, but oh, I pressed the very wrong round. Just don't even. Definitely don't listen to that. It is round 2 of map 3, and Arsenic already finds one as I fumble
Jesus Christ.
to figure out how buttons work. Executioner with a nice...
Executioner with his own grenade.
Unbelievable. Finds Arsenic inside the container, and the res will have to come out. You know, on one hand, I don't like that they have that kind of reach, but I am glad that most of the time it's just a down. Oh my goodness. And as I say that, Stumpy is downed, and another is completely removed by a fantastic nade there. Executioner able to get 1 refrag, but he's going to have to deal with at least 1 more, if not 2. He's
Frag of
backing
their
out.
own.
Toast with the frag and the kill. We'll find another in Globochem now up with Rybo Man, but it's not enough. He is down and out. Globo up 2-0. I don't know what to tell you, folks. The game is speaking for itself here. Hard to need a caster when it's just an absolute tear.
Put this thing on auto orbit and just have it orbit the top deck.
Yeah, I mean, definitely getting to see a lot of the grenade quirks here on Tanker. That's for sure. We've seen, gosh, I don't know, 10 downs in 2 rounds.
Yeah, for sure. Grenades need a little bit of more tinkering there, devs, and apparently so do the flashes. So what? You know, I saw somewhere like somebody mentioned like it was intentional that the flashes were in length and elongated. Like,
I think they're affecting different headsets, and if you use night vision or not, they will affect you more or less. I think there needs to be some consistency.
right? Oh no, sure, for sure.
But I mean, I run an index, and a flash for me is like like at minimum 12 seconds, possibly 15 of being totally out of the game. When you're dealing with a game that's, you know, 6 minutes and most of the action happens in the back half of those, 15 seconds is a lifetime. To be completely flashed, unable to see, hear, really do anything.
Be interesting if they added like a stunned mechanic to it, to where you draw up and your hands are kind of slowed down, right? Like they don't quite match the speed. You know?
What I was thinking was if you could put your hands up to your eyes, you can at least be you could be deafened but not blinded. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Or even like behind a piece of cover where it's a solid, like, you know, you're down below the line where the light comes over, so it's not going to have any sort of thing to flash and blind you. But yeah, you'd still be deaf and whatnot. But yeah, seeing something like a stun mechanic would be interesting as well, to where, like I said, it like slows your hand response to your actual hands for a few seconds.
I think the
maybe
problem with that would be
vision.
nausea.
Probably, you're right.
That would introduce some nausea into the game. I think anytime you disconnect a human
Eat
from
some ginger root.
Toast in danger as Rybo pops the corner and finds him. Thunderpilot gets a quick frag, but it's not on the person he thinks it is. It's Stumpy that he will knock out. Just like that. Oh, and Rybo on a nice peek will find Thunder as well. Arsenic popping a little frag out. It is going to find Mex. I'm going to stop doubting the frags from now on.
Yeah, pretty much. They're
if they're
good.
even in the ballpark, it's for sure going to doubt someone. A nice little down there from Arsenic.
Guess it's a good thing they can't carry 2 frags, huh?
Oh, that
Dead.
one. That
Dead.
one. Oh, come on. Come on. Okay, that might be a client-side thing, but that wasn't even around the corner.
It was for me, so maybe it
Oh,
was.
was it? Okay.
Yeah, it was
okay.
for me. I will say that one like kind of got the right bounce and just chinked just around the corner.
Oh, okay. I clipped it on mine so you could see what I was seeing, but yeah, that didn't even look like it made the corner. But okay, good to know. So maybe they're not dead on 1-to-1 with what the players are actually putting in. Oh, it looks like we're back to half Marsoc, half Volk players as well. Yeah, these bugs today are just rampant. 3 members of Danglers.
On the tanker.
Now it's 2 members of Danglers as one trades out with Mex, and it will be
Mex and Mix traded.
Mex. The
Mex Mix. It's Mex Mix. From the makers of Chex Mix, it's Mex Mix.
That grenade looked like it fell through the map. Did you see that too? Or?
Yeah, I don't know why Rubberman's trying to frag sharks over here.
Yeah.
I know it was just Shark Week last week and everything, bro, but they do that to try and save the sharks, not throw frag grenades at them.
Lots of frags indeed. Okay, now it's just up to Otto to defend. I mean, he's not really in a great position to defend this objective. He's still got 2 up. Kitten Mittens is on his way inside the objective. Now Otto is as well. The pad's coming out. Oh. Okay, there we go.
Can still get it from there. Otto can see it, though. Grenades out.
He abandons the tablet.
Hey, I wouldn't take the risk. Riboman's inside on the objective now. Will he go for the cap?
No, there it
Nope,
is.
he doesn't
Kitten
get the
Mittens is going to find Otto as he loses track of Kitten there on that rotation. And Danglers will find their first round since
After
map 1.
9. Yeah, after 9 unanswered. They find their first one again. Whew. But on offense, so not a bad thing.
No, definitely not a good start to that series there with Rybo getting those 2 very nice early picks. We might have even actually caught that on replay. Let's go take a look.
Show me replay.
Nice Yeah, here's the
I can't see it, folks, so my audio cues are going to be terrible for it.
here's the nade that looked like it shouldn't have gotten arsenic, but did. And this was the early round, or I'm sorry, late round push in round 2. Very nice setup there, but we're now ready to get back into gameplay as round 4 is underway.
Yes.
I do love having replays for that little lull time. I'm glad it's finally started working well. So expect to be seeing a lot more of those from me in future casts.
Yeah, me.
Yes. Me and Nightfire and I both getting the replays.
Nightfire.
Nintendo is he's poised to catch the back of Globochem here if he's quiet enough.
Oh, I think he is. He is stealth ninja. He already sees thunder. He better not pull that trigger just yet.
Gonna rush up, finds 1, finds 2. There it is. And 3MX finds Toast. Stumpy's gonna be the one that finds Stumpy.
You gotta love him, man. I mean, love him or hate him, like he does.
You know what? I like seeing players have fun. I totally understand getting Danglers. I totally understand getting stomped by Globo and needing to have a little fun. And the fun is what's gonna give Ribo Man the ability to get that kill onto Arsenic, and Danglers finding their. Oh boy, this is a Master League 1 master level matchup, ladies and gentlemen.
These two teams are top competitors in the world, ladies and gentlemen. Some of the top competitors in the world. I don't want anybody in chat to get salty because I know SMC's in here. They are a good team. They are a
everyone
great team.
Is fine. We're not.
Everyone
in
is
PC
great.
time.
Everyone is great.
Everyone gets a gold star.
Sweet.
Oh God! I got
firing myself to a gold star.
Oh,
how things turn around here on the Onward VR Master League.
I got somebody else clipped that. I didn't catch that on my replay buffer, but that's a good one. Ooh, that is funny. All right, we are now ready.
Underground.
We are now ready to get into our 5th round here of map 3. Danglers on the offense now, tying things up. Could potentially take a map away from Globochem. Would be very, very good for the MMR blow they will likely receive. 3 opting to go up top, 2 going down low in the tunnels, Ribo and Mex. Pushing the tunnels downstairs. Mex is going to find Arsenic quick.
Mex calling out the kill, but Ribo actually calling it in. An aid comes around the corner. That's the kill. Yep, Mix is nowhere to be seen.
All right, that is 2 downs. Globochem is the only. They've only got presence upstairs with 1 Thunder Pilot on that back side. And now shots from Toast will ring out. Ooh, Stumpy's gonna find Thunder upstairs though, and just like that. X finds Auto. I'm having a hard time keeping the track of where all this action is. Toast finds Executioner at that center. Yeah. No, I'm good. I've got it now. Toast dealing with a lot of this smoke. Ribo Man already downstairs in here, and Toast the last one. Gonna try to get mixed up.
He does.
Check nade comes out from Stumpy. His gun was not loaded. I think he wanted to pre-fire. There it is.
Nading now could be very dangerous to your own team, though, being that everyone's kind of right here on top of it.
Absolutely.
Ribo does. Beautiful cornering from Ribo Man there to take down Toast. The mixologist is focused in on him. Ribo doesn't see it. It's the second time I've seen a clip of the Dangler running towards the objective and not looking to the right. They're looking at that door to the left. and getting taken down. Gonna have to drill that into them apparently.
Indeed, now it's just Mix v3 as Danglers have slowed up a little bit. 2 minutes left. I think they're they're hungry for this cap. I think
2 minutes in.
They definitely, yeah, sorry. 2 minutes in, they want this cap for sure. It's going to be a struggle though with having.
Got Mix's attention. Mix should go for it. Oh, just a little too late. He's gonna check his stats. Never mind. Nintendo's gonna kill him.
Nintendo finds the kill, and Danglers, for the first time in this series, are up on map 3.
Yeah, Riboman and Execution are killing it here. Overall, 5 and 5 apiece, or 5 kills apiece. Mex is the only one who's 5 and 5, and Nintendo getting mittens, pulling some weight, still beating up, mostly with. Well, he had a lot of team kills after rounds, so his score is not really very accurate. But he's got 3 or 4 apiece for him too. So Danglers carrying the weight, pretty spread. As is Globochem. Everyone pulling their part, so I can see why this matchup has been as close as it is. Both teams seem to be playing at kind of their top level right now.
Yeah, absolutely. God, would it be uncouth of me to cast from underneath the map? There's a there's a little taker casting bug where you can fly underneath the ship and see all of the interior. It looks pretty cool. I kind of want to. It's nice for the tunnel stuff. Like, I do wish we could turn off flipping sometimes.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I agree with that.
Because it would be nice to be able to look at these corridors as like sort of a bisection rather than a.
Or when you pop out of a first-person observation and it pops you into a wall that you can't escape from, so you have to go for another camera to pop out. But
correct.
We digress.
We'll add that to our list of demands.
Yes. We're taking you all hostage. We found all of your IP addresses, and we will lock your computers unless you pay us $300,000 a piece.
300,000 yen.
300,000 yen. Okay, fine. I'll let that go. Like $300.
Yeah,
right?
it was like 500 or something. Yeah. All right, Stumpy setting up the C4 on the lamp. But there's going to be no Globochem to run into it yet, as most are still upstairs. Arsenic, the only one downstairs so far that I can see.
Yep, you appear to be correct.
Underpilot tossing a nade out towards Nintendo's position. Nintendo, the only Dangler upstairs, I think, as well.
Yeah, he had a good opportunity to catch both Thunderpilot and Toast with either a frag or possible shot frag combo, but he didn't act. He just kind of stood. I don't think he really knew that they were both there officially, because I didn't see the call out from either one of them. But
Thunder
he's
just
sneaking
missed
Thunder.
him. There it is. Nintendo's gonna find that kill. Stumpy finds Arsenic on the inside. Gotta stop jumping to Stumpy.
Yeah, it might be a little dangerous sometimes. Most of the time he's family friendly, but sometimes old Stumperooski can get out of hand.
Nintendo and Toast are gonna trade upstairs, and Globochem down to just 1. It is gonna be Mixologist. Oh, looks like Stumpy's on the chase. He's on the hunt, looking for Mix. Oh,
It's a stump hunt.
A trade is going to come out before I can get there. They do kill each other. Danglers will take map 3. And a nice little turn there, saving a few MMR points off the top. Nintendo with 6 kills. Mex and Ribo both carrying 5. Toast 6 on the map. Arsenic backing it up with 4, but that is it for the series, folks. Take them on over to the scoreboard. So the final score we have for this game is 5-10. Globochem taking the series decidedly in the first 2 maps, and Danglers, you know, when they have fun, they seem to do quite well. So they found that they found their stride there. A little too late, but a good series overall. Sleepy, what are your thoughts on what we just watched?
I'm satisfied, to be honest with you. I think it was a good match to end the week on. Of course, I wish, the Danglers could have won or even kept the points a little bit closer in their loss. But, it is what it is. Globochem are who they are. They're number 1 in the NA for a reason. They've been on top before. They finished ESL Season 3 at number 1 at the finals. So, I mean, there's a reason why they win. But I'm happy to see the Danglers kept it close, didn't get too discouraged, able to take at least a whole map away from Globochem. So and put a point up, I believe, in each map at least. No, sorry, they did not put one up in Bazaar at all. Quarantine at all. And but no, anyways, I'm satisfied.
I am as well. It was a great series. It was a great day for Onward as well. If you want to get involved in Onward, you can go head on over to vrmasterleague.com/onward. Sign up to be a team captain, join a team. You can be a reservist. There's all kinds of options there. The website is fantastic. Got all the links to our social media as well, so drop by there. There's also a link for donations down below or on the website. Anything you guys give goes straight to the casting team to do all this kinds of fancy stuff and all the new overlays and all that good all that good business that we've got cooking up for you guys. We do appreciate that, as well as the bits and the subs and all of that good stuff as well. If you guys have any feedback on the cast, there is a new feedback link underneath the video. Please go click that and let us know what you think. If there's stuff you want or don't want or don't like, that is the avenue that we are looking for feedback. So please continue to do that. I do want to thank our sponsors, VR Cover and Pro2 VR, for supporting the VRML as long as they have. Thank you guys so much for that. But that is going to do it for Season 8, Week 4. All of the matchups are done. Thank you guys for tuning in. I am going to sign off before Sleepy gives me an aneurysm. And we will catch you guys next week for a new series of games. Stay tuned. Thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. Have a fantastic Sunday night.
Bye, everyone.